What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. Yeah, we in the lab again today because it's raining outside, but I did get my walk in. Coach Marcy, I got my walk in, so I'm still good. I got to get my water in though. I got to drink more water. I know. Um, it's Finish Strong Friday. This Finish Strong Friday, I'm going to drink more water just because I know. And if you haven't, check out Phoenix Tribe Fitness. Coach Marcy just has a phenomenal program for men that are over 35, 40, and even others too. She has programs for you, but that's her niche. But phenomenal tips. She gives you just some healthy eating habits that you can have. And today, um, if you want to finish strong, the way that you finish strong, I love the saying that she has: "Don't eat less, eat right." Those who eat right finish strong. So that's what we do on this Finish Strong Friday. Check out Phoenix Tribe Fitness right on Facebook, YouTube. You can pull her up, Coach Marcy. Put it in. You'll be able to check her out. She has some phenomenal programs, great programs for those that want to get fit, that want to lose weight. Just absolutely check her out on this Finish Strong Friday. That's what we do on Finish Strong Friday. So I'm here. I ain't gonna be long today, y'all, because I know I'm late. So, but I got a late start today, so I had to get my walk in before I came on. So, today, y'all know what we've been doing all week. This week we've been doing what? In the brand U, which is where we are. This is the brand U. This is the brand U lab, y'all. This is the brand U lab. In the brand new lab this week, we've been focusing on the 10 elements of customer service mastery. I'm going to say that again for y'all. The 10 elements of customer service mastery. And I'm doing this week and I'm doing next week for this because it's 10 of them. So I do 5 this week and I'm going to do 5 next week. But this week, we focused on the customer service system. Do you, as an entrepreneur, as a leader, have a customer service system? What's your system of customer service? You should have the before, the during, the after as well. And then today, we're going to talk about your attitude. Yeah, we're going to check that attitude today. What is your attitude when you are servicing your clients, when you are taking your clients through your their experience with you, their customer service process and experience with you? What is that? What's your attitude? Because I'm gonna tell you, there's nothing that will turn me away from doing business with someone than someone who has a bad stank attitude. Yeah, you can miss me with the attitude because I can take my money somewhere else. And I remember Bishop Jakes. He told this story some time ago. He was traveling and they were at this restaurant and the folks were being really nasty to them. Right? They were just really had an attitude with them. And I think he told whoever was with him. He said, "Let's go." He said, "I'm not gonna force these people to take my money because obviously they don't want it in the way that they were acting. So how are you acting towards your customers and clients?" And like I told you, I've been saying this all week, your clients are more than just the external people who purchase your products and services. Your clients are also, or your customers are also internally those that you work with, the other business partners that you may have or business owners that you do business with. It's also those that work for you. As an entrepreneur, you got to check your attitude when it comes to how you treat and deal with those people that work for you. It that matters. That creates, and we'll talk about this next week, that creates an environment. What kind of environment are you creating with your attitude? I need to say that again. What kind of environment are you creating with your attitude? Do you come into work, with an attitude every day, and folks don't want to talk to you, deal with you? Or you have this attitude of I'm better than everybody? What's your attitude look like? As an entrepreneur, as a leader, what's your attitude look like? How are you treating your clients? How are you treating your customers? How are you treating your business? Your attitude towards your business. Do you not like your business? Because if you like your business, then you will make sure that you're doing those things to treat your business right. You treat your attitude towards your business is going to show how much you care or don't care about the clients and customers that you serve. Because I know me, I am very prideful when it comes to my brand, me, at my business, how I do business, because I want people to be treated how I want to be treated. The same way that when I go to buy something from a business is the same way that I want to be able to treat someone when they come to buy something or use my products or services. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, that I check my attitude. Because I'm gonna tell you, I was on a job some years ago, and I literally hated waking up. And I've talked about this before. I literally hated waking up in the morning because I hated going to that job. Now, can you imagine what my attitude was like being on a job that I did not want to be at? What do you think my attitude was like? Yeah, my attitude was not one that was pleasant all the time. Just because I was somewhere that I didn't want to be, and we'll go into that a little bit more next week when I talk about creating the healthy work environment. But your attitude is part of creating that healthy work environment. So as an entrepreneur, as a leader, check your attitude. I know someday we all have those days where we don't feel well. Things just seem to be going off the chain. They seem chaotic and all of those things. That happens. But your attitude should not be, one of negativity the majority of the time. And I think society, does all of us a disservice, because the majority of the things that we see or what people go to lean in towards is the negative aspect, and I think it has an impact on our attitudes. Because I remember my best friend, she's always telling me, you need to wash your knee, you need to wash your knee. I said, no, I don't. I said I didn't want that energy, the negative energy that came from that, because that impacts your attitude about things. And so I was like, no, I don't. I said, because I can tell you the first 5 stories in a 30-minute segment or an hour segment of the news. Here's all they talk about, and I dare you to check it out and observe it when next time you watch the news. There's somebody either being shot, killed, something burning down, an accident. Something, it's all negative. All negative. And in that hour time frame, because I looked at it, I've checked it out. In that hour time frame, with the commercials and the weather and the sports, you know how many segments are devoted to something positive? You might get one 5-minute segment. You usually get one 5-minute segment on, if you're watching the regular news, if you watch the local news. And even with the the MSNBC, CNN, and all of them, it's usually negative stuff. So, and I believe that impacts your attitude. So we've got to be cognizant of what we take in. because that's going to impact your attitude. Be cognizant of, as an entrepreneur and as a leader, what you're watching, what you're reading, what you're listening to. Because I'm telling you, the social media thing too, it's packed with negativity. And it will cause you to have a negative attitude, negative mindset about different things. You would think that this world was coming to an end if you sit and watch certain people. It'll impact your attitude. So be mindful of that today. Y'all know it's coming. Y'all know it's coming. Y'all know the homework is coming. That's why I tell y'all it's Friday. Y'all know we finish strong Friday. And here's, I want you to do two things. You know, I always talk about having fun. But today, with your attitude, I want you to be mindful of your attitude today. Take a look at your attitude when it comes to the meetings that you go to, the emails that you send, the response you give back to something that someone may need from you, or something that might not be as feedback. You might get some feedback today from from your from a client today. What are you going to do? You may get something that may not be pleasant for you. It might be something that they suggest to you that you don't particularly care about. I had to check my attitude about something today too. But check your attitude. What's your attitude like going through today? I know it right in here where I am in Baltimore. It's a rainy day, so it's easy to have that that negative attitude today. It's raining outside, the sun ain't shining, the blues. but what I want you to do today with your attitude, I want you to smile today. When you get when you're getting ready to respond to something, take a minute, breathe, think about your attitude, and before you respond, I want you to do this. I want you to smile. I want you to smile. Before you react in any kind of way, breathe, take a minute, and smile. And if you have to get your attitude adjusted today, listen to something positive. I want you to take your favorite song that that you've always liked for however long it's just your favorite song. Or you can take your favorite song that you hear now, but I want you to listen to it. Take the 5 minutes or however long the song is, and listen to it. Do something that gives you that positive attitude today. No matter what happens today, check your attitude. No matter what happens today, be in a positive mindset. That's how we're going to finish strong today. That's how we're going to be who it is that we want to be when it comes to customer service, when it comes to our clients, servicing our clients, being the answer to their problem. You can't help but smile and have a positive attitude when somebody tells you that you were the answer to their problem today, when you solved their problem today. I dare you to try and say have a nice day without smiling. I dare you. I double dare you to try and do that. That's the thing that I really love about Chick-fil-A and their customer service. They could, their employees could be having a bad day as well. But I promise you won't know, because why? What do they say? Is there anything else that we can do for you? Did we, did you get everything that you wanted to order today? However they put it. Their attitude is one of service. I want to make sure that you are taken care of. As a entrepreneur, as a leader, I want to make sure that you have everything that you need, that we've given you everything that you need as far as the product and services. Trust me, that'll go a long way with someone coming back again and again and again. Your attitude towards them will go a long way. Because if I tell you, the right attitude, even if something may go wrong, will heap a lot more, a lot better than having an attitude. And I've had to deal with this, in the hospitality industry, and when I was working in the hotel industry. It was the front manager on duty for the weekend, I believe it was this one weekend, and I believe it was a Friday night. It was either Friday night or Saturday night, and we were overbooked, and I knew. And airlines do it, hotels do it. They overbook by a certain percentage. This is just what the industry does, because we know that those particular industries know that there's going to be a certain percentage of people that aren't going to show. So we did this. Our hotel, this particular weekend, we were booked. We were booked solid. And this was one of those times where everybody showed up. Every guest that was scheduled to show up showed up, which meant we didn't have enough room to accommodate the folks that we had. In those instances, we have to do what's called walk. Which is we make arrangements with another hotel, saying, hey, because they aren't full, so we say, hey, we need to walk a guest over to your hotel. We're gonna pay for their room, for their room for the night, and then bring them back in the morning. And that's how the industry does. So this particular time, this guest showed up, maybe like 1-2 o'clock in the morning. He was drunk, and we had to walk him, and he had an attitude, and he didn't like it, and there was absolutely nothing we could do. We had every single room full, so it wasn't nowhere we could put him. You know what I'm saying? And so explaining to him, and I remained calm, my attitude. I didn't go off the hook on him, because he threw and knocked over some stuff, and my attitude had to stay right there. And I understood him being upset, and that's fine. You can get upset, but what you're not going to do is you're not going to be disruptive, and you're not going to, I get it. Having attitude. But even though he had a negative attitude, didn't mean that I had to reciprocate that negative attitude back on him. I had to do what I had to do. It was an unfortunate circumstance. It happens. Those of us, anyone that travels, I think they know that could happen. If the hotel is overbooked. Some people may, they may not. But I know, being in the industry, I know that's what we had to deal with. And as a manager on duty, you have to deal with that. You got to take whatever comes with it. So I walk him to the other hotel, explain to him the whole thing. We're gonna drive you over to the hotel, or you can drive if if you feel like driving, because it's usually very close. It's usually within, right there. Or you can park your car here. We'll give you the shuttle bus. We'll take you over there. Whatever we need to do in order to be able to accommodate you, because it was the hotel's responsibility to take care of you for that night, because we overbooked. So that has to be your attitude of making sure, servicing, your clients, no matter what the circumstance, and no matter how, upset they may be at something. You still have to remain with an even keel attitude, even though you may not want to be there. You got to remain. That attitude has got to remain the same, y'all. So check your attitude today. Make sure that your attitude is proper. That's what I want you to do on this Friday, on this Finish Strong Friday. Finish strong today by checking your attitude. Like I told you, all I want you to do is before you respond, before you act, take a breath, take a minute, and smile, and then respond. Take a minute, breathe, and smile. That's how we're going to deal with our attitude today and this weekend. That's why I tell y'all every weekend, do something fun. Do something that you enjoy. That way you have this positive energy around you. I know that the week is been hard enough as it is. It's been, we've all been beaten down. This week there have been things that have gone right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? So this weekend, enjoy yourself. Hopefully it won't be raining, but enjoy yourself. Do something fun. But today, take a minute, breathe, and smile. It's all about your attitude, y'all. It's all about your attitude and this customer service mastery. We master customer service by mastering our attitude. That's part of how we master customer service. Nobody wants a Grinch to be servicing them. And I promise you, they won't come back if your attitude ain't right. They won't. You'll lose clients and customers. The fastest way to lose them is by having a negative attitude. I promise you. So, check that attitude today. This weekend, just a quick note, this weekend, you'll see it, and I'll put it in the comments if I can, but this Sunday at 3 and at 6 p.m., you can join me on Zoom. I'll be on Facebook, Instagram, but come meet the men of Christian Authors on Tour. We will be, there's 2 segments. There's going to be myself, Pastor Kevin Wayne Johnson, Pastor David Turner, and my brother Dwight Ramus. I'm sorry. Join the 4 of us. We're going to do 2. It's going to be 2 times, 1 at 3, 1 at 6. Join us. Come meet us. You can. We have books that we're going to be discussing. We're going to be talking about. So you can come have a conversation with us on Zoom. You can come put your questions in the chat on Facebook or on Instagram. But come hang out with us for a little bit. We'd love to see you. Each of us has different books, several books that we're going to be talking about, or book that we'll be talking about, different ideas, different topics we'll be talking about. So you can join us. You'll see the flyer on my page, but you'll also see it. I'm going to see if I can put the information in the comment section here too as well. But we want y'all to join us. Come have some fun. Come hang out with us for a little bit on Sunday as you relax and have some fun. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We'll see y'all on Monday. Have a great weekend, y'all. Do something fun.